Hello everybody and welcome back to Redacted. Today we have more posts from r/am I the antagonist, so let's get started. Am I the antagonist for crossing out the I love you part of a card to my mother? Please be nice to me. I don't really think I'm in the wrong, but my dad is so mad at me. I got a card for my mom's birthday that had, quote, I love you to the moon and back. Thanks for being my mom on the inside. I got the card because it looked pretty on the front, but I didn't read inside before I bought it. I crossed out the part that says love you to the moon and back and wrote underneath it the word appreciate. So instead it said, I appreciate you. Thanks for being my mom. I did this because I honestly don't love my mom. She's fine. She doesn't abuse me or anything, but I find her personality annoying and shallow. I love my dad though, so I know what actually loving a parent feels like. I know she knows I don't love her. I haven't told her I loved her since I was super young, and I never tell her I love her back when she tells me she loves me. I'm not a liar, so I wouldn't lie to her. Anyway, I gave her the card today along with some chocolates. She asked me why I crossed out the love part, and I told her straight that it's because I don't love her, and she knows that. I appreciate her and the fact that she provides for me and stuff, but I'm not obligated to love someone, and I don't love her. She started crying and ran off. This is completely her manipulating my dad. She literally has no reason to be upset. She just wants my dad's attention. He went after her and came back all angry and told me to go apologize. I told him I won't say sorry if I'm not sorry. I'm not a liar, remember? And he grounded me. Now I'm stuck in my room getting crap from my brother and my dad. My brother called me a bitch, and dad told me that I'm not gonna be ungrounded until I apologize to mom. She still won't even talk to me. I think she's just being a narcissist, and I'm not gonna enable her. I learned when I was like 13 that no one can be forced to love you, so I would think that a 45-year-old woman would have learned that too. I'm 16 now, if that matters. Am I really the bad guy here? You're the antagonist. You're more than welcome to feel how you want to feel about her. But if you're gonna give her a card, read what's inside first. You don't have to tell her you love her if you don't want to, but in my opinion, you crossed a line by scratching it out, or honestly even buying it in the first place. Like seriously, what the hell? It's like if you received the card that she liked the front of and inside it said, best son ever. But then she scratched it out and wrote, not the best son, but you're okay. Am I the antagonist for shouting at the shopkeeper for printing single side as opposed to double? Now this question has been bugging me for a week when I encountered myself in a conversation with the printing shop owner. To give a little context, since I moved into a new place, I was trying out the shop for the first time. I had asked the guy to print exactly 92 pages of a PDF file. Now it turns out that the guy prints 92 pages, i.e. single side printing. To an environmentalist, that is a blunder. As soon as the printer had printed about 10 pages, I told him to stop printing so that I could get a double-sided print. He denied me, saying he could not stop it from printing. All 92 pages in hand, I asked him why he never cared to ask me which style I wanted to print my pages in, since I believe double-sided printing to be a standard. He gave me one reason why he didn't. Single-side printing, on the other hand, is the standard around the area. He said because people like to write stuff on the blank page as they read on the right. What he was implying was that the onus was on me to tell him if I wanted to change a style. It wasn't his responsibility to ask me which style I wanted. I offered, rather aggressively, 2 reasons in my defense. 1, why is the standard single-side printing? It makes sense to have a double-sided so that he doesn't waste any more paper, even if one's primary motive is to make more money, since single-side printing costs the same as double-side printing generally, and not saving the environment. And 2, how come everybody getting stuff printed choose to write on the blank page, as a rule? At what point did the guy keep it as a standard? Should he have told me that this was a standard here? Which of course implies an offer of choosing which style to print. Am I the antagonist? You're the antagonist. It was your blunder. You should have asked for double-sided before you started to print. Not everything you believe is standard or common practice. It comes off entitled that you think so. Do you often shout to solve your problems? Maybe get some therapy. Am I the antagonist for pressing my boyfriend about not posting me on his social media? So basically, me and my boyfriend have been together for a year, and having these disagreements about posting each other on social media since the beginning. I've always shown him off and posted about our adventures and anniversaries, but he hardly does. He's probably posted me like 3 times ever on his socials. I feel stupid posting about my boyfriend constantly and being so proud. And then you look at his side and I'm nowhere to be found, so it comes off so one-sided. Now, I'm not one of those girls who's like obsessed with social media and need people to see every aspect of my life. But I don't know, I feel like some recognition of me being his girlfriend would be nice. I've addressed how much it bothers me, and he always just brushes me off and says he just doesn't like to post on socials. I eventually just accepted this, but recently we had a date for our anniversary, and I posted a picture of him on Snapchat and how happy I was being with him. And he also posted on Snapchat of the sunset. I'm like, okay, cool. So you can post the sunset, but not your girlfriend on our day? And again, he just says he doesn't like to post about our relationship because that's no one's business. Yeah, it's no one's business, but geez, makes me feel like he's not proud of us. Or like he's trying to keep me a secret so he can keep his options open. I don't know. Don't get me wrong, he treats me really good and he's really doting, but why does he feel the need to hide me? I address my feelings about it again, and he just laughs and calls me crazy. I've confided in my friends if I'm crazy worrying about it, but they think it's really weird he doesn't post things about me too. I just want to feel like he's proud of being with me. And sure, he doesn't have to post to show he's proud of me. But if he knows it bothers me so much, I don't get why he can't just do it to ease my mind. I don't think I'm asking too much. So am I the antagonist for pressing him about it? And by the way, the reason I'm reading into it so much is because in the past, he's been really suspicious of me handling his phone, and it makes me feel like he's hiding something, which then makes me think there's a reason he's hiding me. I'm not one of those girls who goes through his phone for no reason or invades his privacy, but if I'm playing music on his phone or if I grab his phone off the table, he's so quick to yank it out of my hand. Am I overthinking it? Probably, but it's just one of those things that keeps popping up in my head as a possibility. I do have anxiety, so I tend to overthink things and assume the worst. So that's why it's been bothering me so much. You're the antagonist. Some people just don't like putting their relationships on social media. It's not that deep. Am I the antagonist for drinking alcohol while babysitting? I've babysat for a family who lives locally for about 4 years now. I have a 7-year-old daughter and 2 sons who are under 3. I love the kids, they're great. But the parents don't discipline them at all. They're homeschooled, vegan, and very different views and lifestyle to me, but it's never bothered me that much. The parents called me yesterday morning asking if I'd be willing to look after the kids for the night. They wanted to have their first date night in months. This date was to the shooting range, which is kind of bizarre, but that's not my business. I said yes, because I need the money. I get there, and the kids are just running a riot, reading the cat, refusing to sit down. It was the longest 4 hours of my life before I finally managed to get them all to sleep. The parents always tell me to help myself to anything in the fridge. They don't pay me that much, so it's the least they can do, really. After babysitting for 4 hours straight, I just need a drink, so I found some wine in the fridge. I drank about 3/4 of the bottle and fell asleep. The parents came home around midnight, absolutely screeching about how I could be drinking on the job. I told them the kids were already asleep and they threatened to call the police if I didn't leave, which I think is just the biggest overreaction possible. And they texted me this morning asking me to pay them for the wine. It was like $5 wine. And they said they'll never let me babysit again. Am I the antagonist? You're the antagonist. It's common sense that by anything in the fridge, they mean food, not most of a bottle of wine while you're in charge of their young children. What if there was an emergency? I can't believe anyone is this dense. Yes, you absolutely need to pay them back for the bottle, regardless of how much it costs. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below, and we'll see you next time.